welcome back to Scale Model Review. I just thought I'd do a quick review for you today on one of the Revell Star Wars EasyKits. These are great little kits for younger modelers. My 6-year-old son sits here and builds these with me. He cuts them off the sprues, puts them together, and I just touch them up with a bit of glue to keep them together. But I thought I'd do a quick review for one because there aren't many on the internet. So I'm sure a lot of people just think, oh, I wonder what they're like. So anyway, this is the Republic Attack Shuttle from the Clone Wars cartoon animated series. There's no particular scale on the box or anything like that. Just some quick instructions saying you don't need any paint, no glue, anything like that. So let's have a look inside the box. You get a protective bar inside there, which is a solid thing, keeps the box solid. Inside we have several sprues. Now, one thing they do all come with these bases. Obviously, they're never used because my son plays with them, but they do make quite nice displays if you wanted to display them. But just to give you an idea, you can see the sort of weathering. They're all pre-painted, but you can also see the sort of weathering that's on there. You can see all these scrapes and scars, which is really quite effective. Once they're built up, they look really good. But all the moulds are really clean, crisp, very well put together. They look like the models on the cartoons, you know, so they're quite faithful to the cartoon series anyway. The figures are usually quite good as well, but being pre-painted and everything, it kind of takes a lot of the hassle out of it for youngsters, and it gives them a good introduction into the series, into the hobby. I think he doesn't get fed up doing them. We've done 2 or 3 in a row sometimes of the smaller ones, and he just doesn't get bored with them, which is, I think, probably the most important thing when you're dealing with kids. But on there, as you can see, things like little gun pods and the like. A lot of the stuff moves as well. Some of the gun pods on a few of the models they leave them to, and they can move. This looks like it's going to build up quite quickly. You can see there's a lot of contact points all over, and that's how it presses together. I always just pop a little bit of glue in there, and I'll put a bit of extra thin around the seams as well, and that way they just don't come apart. He's had some for a year now, and they do get abused, and you know, they've lasted quite well. Got a little canopy. The canopies can always usually open. Okay, and you've got very couple of tiny little figures. I think they're the smallest figures we've had so far. But usually the figures are actually playable like little R2-D2s and that. So this is quite a small scale. It's obviously quite a large ship in the Star Trek universe. The instructions, they're very simple and easy for kids. As you can see, it's called out for the sprues, and then it's very basic steps: 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, bing bang bosh, and it's done. But they do seem to come together all of a sudden right at the very end, and it's quite a good thing for a kid, as you can see how it kind of builds up there. Okay, but it's great for a kid, and I know my son really enjoys it, and it's some good quality time we can spend together as well. So anyway, that's a quick review for you on the Revell Star Wars EasyKit. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you do, please subscribe, and until next time, goodbye.